Hey everyone, welcome back to the Finish Stream Podcast. I'm Control, joined as always, Charlie, Sarah, Riley. How are you guys doing?
Good
Good
job.
job. Great.
Great,
Everyone
great,
thinks good.
awesome. Today's movie is called Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, 2024, rated PG-13, runtime of 2 hours, 25 minutes, and spoilers are ahead. Before we get started, guys, please follow us on our social media accounts. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're at Affinity Streaming Podcast. A young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he was taught. What do you think about this movie, Charlie?
Oh, I thought it was okay at best. It had a lot of issues. It was kind of like meandering all over the place. Characters kind of coming and just going out of the movie. I don't know. Things kind of just happened and then it was over.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly had kind of low expectations for the movie because I feel like a lot of the Planet of the Apes movies are very long and drawn out, and this one kind of felt the same, where it's like they could have told the same story but a bit shorter and not as drawn out. It was actually a little bit better than I expected it to be because my expectations were very low, but I agree with Charlie. It was just like a little all over the place. It was fine.
I think it was pretty straightforward. First of all, also surprised me because I didn't like. I don't think I like this world. Like I do like the world of the Planet of the Apes, but I don't know. I didn't watch like all of them,
Yeah.
so I feel like it was very straightforward. It was just like they're being attacked, and he like wants to like bring the clan back,
Yeah.
and like it wasn't all over the place. It was just like I think it was well done. Like I don't know. It felt long because they always are,
It was long.
but at the same time, I feel like it was. I watched it like late night, so
Yeah.
it was nice to have like like little dialogue and have like so simple plot.
Didn't
I don't
have
mind
to
the
use your brain
see. I don't mind the
much.
plot being
Yeah,
simple because none of them have very complicated plots.
I know.
The thing that was bugging me though is you have they keep for example the our main ape guy. I really don't
Yeah.
Noah.
No,
Yeah, no,
He
like no.
keeps getting he keeps having this face of he's
Noah.
betrayed by the girl, but they barely have interacted.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
why are you like I don't know. They keep having moments like that where it's I feel like we're missing scenes. Not that I wanted
Yeah.
more, but
I
why do I
was
want more character scenes, less running through the
the
bushes
woods.
or whatever.
Yeah.
have you guys watched most of the Planet of the Apes movies?
I've
No.
seen the
Yes.
original. I've seen these three new ones, and I've seen bits of the other ones.
So did the previous the relatively new ones because I haven't
Yeah.
seen any probably since the original. Did they explain more why I don't know, there's clashing between the monkeys?
No,
Okay. Okay.
it's just
checking.
because this is just a long time after those three.
Okay.
There's also a class war of monkeys. Like there's orangutans, chimps,
Yeah, in the
and
original
apes.
movie, it's more
So it's class war.
pretty clear.
Yeah, what
So this is kind of following.
'Cause,
This had a lot of references to the original too.
They're saying all apes together for Caesar, but then it's apes are fighting each other, and I was like, am I missing something
Yeah,
that happened
well,
in a previous one?
The point of that is just I don't know. It's just people they're kind of
But I-
co-opting
yeah, but that's
something
what I
and,
didn't
using it for
like. It's
themselves.
they're a different species and they're behaving like humans. And I just what impacted me the most. It was seeing them on a horse, being cowboys. I don't get it. I was little
I guess you missed the other movie where they're riding tanks.
that's even better. I have to overlook a lot of things because
Yeah.
me plot wise I wouldn't make these choices because if they're chimps, you don't want them to behave like human. So
But they were raised by humans. That's why they did.
yeah, but how long ago? And same with the girl. The girl was at the very end. Well, spoilers are ahead. Um, saying she wanted everything back, right? And he said she said to Noah, but it was our planet first kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, you didn't even feel that. So it's me, my ancestors like centuries ago like conquer that or not, and feeling like still like that
Yeah.
feeling about it, like no, like you're living in this world now. So like the scientist, like the literature guy, like how is his name, like the one.
Trevason.
Yeah, that one. That one. That
That's
was
another guy who just popped in and was
yeah,
gone. Like,
yeah.
what was,
So
he was
that
just, oh, that's it?
character, it makes more sense because it's like it's what it is now.
Yeah.
So it's just like that makes sense. What
Yeah.
doesn't make sense is that little girl like speaks like perfectly fine, like with between the teams and having this power like at this like the strong feeling about it.
Yeah,
Like
well, I thought that was like an interesting point, like aspect though, and I wish they explored that a little further. The conflict of like, well, we're done, our time is done.
yeah,
doesn't
but at
matter.
the same time, like one little girl, like I would like to see like where it comes from. Like she's just like alone around. Like I don't get it. I don't know.
Well, no, they have that whole group.
Yeah, they have the whole group, but I wanted to see more of that whole group.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like this movie felt like a lot that it was just setting up for other movies.
Yeah,
That's
it
my
felt
feeling.
Yeah.
very setting up.
It will say
Like
that.
nothing really of consequence
happened,
happened.
yeah.
The king popped up and then he was just gone within. He doesn't come up until like the second half, which kind of
Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
this movie is a planned first of a trilogy.
yeah, and you really feel
it felt it.
No
yeah.
one has like a full. I guess our main guy has kind of an arc. He becomes a leader. That's his arc. He becomes a leader.
Yeah.
Yes,
But it's
yeah,
kind
Noah.
of, but
yeah.
it's kind of not that clear.
What about I love the touch of like the Eagles thing.
Oh my
at the
Dude, I
end.
totally called it.
I was like, this is so American. Like, this is like everything now makes sense because why that clan like would like like domesticate like birds,
Why would we domesticate wolves?
because we awful, like just because they
I mean,
can.
same thing for them.
But
It's the same exact concept.
but
I thought
but
the
they're
same
not
thing.
humans.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that
So-
either.
so you're
but at
with
the
that
end, I
girl.
liked that they was like, oh, the eagle's gonna help them because now he sings.
That was so stupid.
And now-
It's so funny.
The
Exactly. It was-
singing,
I
oh
was
my
like,
God.
loved it.
What is this? Trevathan would love this.
Like it's that like over the top that loved it.
And
All right,
Apes know the song.
let's reel this in.
I think, yeah, why not? Yeah.
All right, so it was starring ONT
Alright,
as Noah.
alright.
What? You don't like
Rotten
our,
Tomatoes
like,
critic
discussion?
score of 80%, audience score of 78, and a 6.1 on Film Affinity. It was the fourth in the reboot series, 10th Planet of the Apes movie, and it was a sequel to War of the Planet of the Apes in 2017. So lots of Planet of the Apes going on. What was your favorite scene?
Favorite scenes.
Favorite scene. The eagle. Eagles fly.
It's pretty silly. All,
No,
all
it was nice.
All Proximus had to do was not walk off the ledge.
Right?
All they had to do was not do that.
I know. It
But
was so obvious. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to watch it. Just, even though like the romantic comedies that exactly the plot,
Yeah,
but you
it was-
still want to
It was
watch
nice
it.
that a thing was
that.
happening, that they weren't just walking to somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway.
Favorite scene.
Favorite scene?
That was your favorite scene?
Yeah, mine.
Oh.
Eagles fly.
Okay.
And the singing. I don't know the song now. I don't remember.
Honestly, like I feel like this movie didn't have very like memorable scenes. It was kind of just like pretty even across the board. But one that just like kind of made me laugh and I enjoyed is the first time that May spoke and the like orangutan just like drops his stuff. It's just like, yeah, that's exactly what I imagine if like a chimp spoke to us. Like
Oh,
it
she
would be.
said, I have a name.
I have, yeah.
Because they were calling
and-
Nova.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just like I thought that was a fun little moment, but I didn't think anything was like super really stand out in anything.
No,
No,
it was
not
pretty
really.
plain.
Yeah. Like plain movie.
Which one was yours?
Yeah, the Eagles. I
Ah,
thought it
Eagles
was funny.
too?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
okay.
Finally something was
You
happening.
see?
I did like Proximus. I guess I like their little weird dinner scene.
That was weird.
I like
The
their little,
dinner scene.
yeah, where like Trevathan's like the court jester, and he's like, "Oh, tell a joke" or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And I like Proximus as a character. He's like not a good guy, but he is kind of like, well, I mean, we can't trust this human, and he's kind of right.
He's right. Yeah, he's
He's
right.
not wrong.
He's not wrong. We don't like you, but you're right.
Yeah. And it is funny how often Noah keeps trusting her and then feeling betrayed. It happens like 5 times in like
Yeah.
30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
like,
I did like Proximus. I was
Like,
stuck on his side at one
Trust
point.
her. Like anyway, at the very end, like the very beginning, she just stands there and says like Noah, and she stands there for 10 whole seconds, and no one is moving to catch her. I'm just like, okay, let's be dramatic right now.
'Cause
Anyway,
it's the first time she spoke. That's
Yeah.
why they all froze. Like, whoa. Did
yeah, I
you
know,
speak?
but at the same time, like there were like 5 chimps like trying to capture her, and just like, oh, I'm so shocked that she just made a sound.
yeah, if a monkey talked, would
I know
always
it would be
talk
the
too.
same thing.
But if you're like
No,
in the mouse
why? They
Really?
have the ability. Yeah, they can make sound. Why they cannot articulate? Like
so if a
different
mouse,
sound
if
that
a
it
mouse
makes-
says Sarah,
the sound.
You're not gonna freeze.
That would be hilarious. I would love it. But yeah,
you would love it.
I will love it.
All right, here. I'll stop
Control.
your
What's your
injection.
favorite scene?
When she stood up and yelled for Noah, like in the field, I thought that was very dramatic. That was my
Yeah.
favorite scene. Favorite characters? Go ahead.
I guess Proximus. I enjoyed
I like
it.
Proximus.
He wasn't really around very much. I wish he was
Yeah.
more of a character. I wish it focused more on the thing between him and the Noah.
Yeah. I like
'Cause they didn't
Raka.
really have. Yeah.
Raka
Ah,
was
sí,
fun.
mi
Like, I
también.
just enjoyed him. He was a good
Me too.
character.
Yeah, but then he just kind of.
I know. He
Oh,
just
it
dies,
was
and
so
it
bad. Can we
sad.
talk about it?
That's why I was so sure he was coming back because they barely like.
Me
let up.
too.
And
I
no
was
one,
like,
no one even mentioned him again.
maybe to
No
the
one was even
second part.
sad.
That's right. There are 2 more movies coming out, so maybe.
no, Raka's coming back
I'll
because
stay tuned
Yeah.
for Raka.
Raka
Yeah.
will
Raka
return.
was my favorite. Yeah.
we need the teachings of Raka and like Caesar and everything.
That's it.
Exactly. So Raka.
Played by Peter Macon. Raka.
Yeah.
What would you have changed about the movie?
Man.
I guess I would have shortened their whole like, oh, I need to find where my tribe is. I would have like shortened that a lot because like all the interesting stuff happens like once he meets Proximus. That's when all like more
Yeah.
interesting stuff is happening, rather than like who cares about like his like henchmen taking people or trying to take her. It's like it's really
I think it was
repetitive.
necessary. I liked it. Yeah.
But it was almost like they knew her even before she spoke. Like it felt like
Yeah.
something was very much missing because like they tried grabbing another woman and
You're
then
like,
the
"No."
big gorilla is like, no, her. It's like how you know it was her. She hadn't even spoken at that point.
Well, they killed her whole tribe. They captured her before,
They
and
were
she escaped.
Yeah.
specifically.
I guess so.
And she was wearing totally different clothes from all the other humans.
Yeah,
so.
I know she was wearing different clothes.
She
Yeah,
was
dude,
wearing
the-
regular clothes.
I know whoever like what is it, jeans? She was wearing like jeans.
Yeah.
Dude, Levi's last like 1,000 years.
I
guess.
know. I know. They're so like durable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
So we know there's a sequel, so we don't really have to get into that. There's 2 more. It's the
Yeah,
first in
we're
the
not gonna do
trilogy. But would you recommend this to everyone else?
Not really.
not really.
Yeah, not really.
I feel like if they're
Planet of
hardcore
the
Planet of the
Apes,
Apes
you watch
fans,
the
they gotta
other
see it.
One is just okay, but not even.
If you got like 2.5 hours to kill and you're really bored, it's better than staring at a wall.
And you're a fan of this series.
Yeah.
Fan of Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's recommend some actors. Recommend other things to watch them in.
So the man of the hour,
You know,
it's Kevin Durant. Durant. Because I tell you, I never saw this guy ever, and now he's
that's
everywhere.
the Elon Musk guy,
It's
right?
Exactly, the
Guy.
Elon
It's
Musk
the
guy.
Elon Musk
I
guy.
think he's also in Gladiator, like the new one. like Gladiator
Really?
2. I think so.
It's
But
so
we just
funny.
watched the movie, like the movie that he was in Abigail.
Yeah.
Abigail.
That's the only person that I know in that film.
I thought it
Really?
was so funny.
That's
In
all.
Abigail, you
Freya,
don't wait,
Alan,
or in this movie?
In this
She's
one.
saying in this one.
in
Oh,
this one, yeah, because Freya Allan, she made The Witcher, and I never watched that. I
Yeah,
guess
we
it's the
never saw
most
it.
famous.
William, you have to have seen something William H
Ah,
Macy's in. William
yeah.
H Macy, nothing.
Yeah, William H. Macy and Shameless. That's like my
Who?
immediate recommendation. Please watch Shameless. It's the one of the four.
Yeah, I was gonna do Shameless, or he's been in so much stuff.
He's been in
Fargo was a great movie.
Yeah.
Which one?
Fargo.
Ah,
Yeah, I forgot about him because I mean, he's been in a
well,
movie.
yeah, I do recognize him. I do recognize
been
him,
in so
William
much.
H Macy. But yeah, that many that I don't like.
I mean,
There's
he's been in
no one.
Jurassic Park. He's been in like so much.
Yeah, but exactly that many. But I wanted to comment like Kevin because he's like in a role, you know.
Yes. Just another thing. One of the great lines from this movie. She said, "I'm the human not helping the apes." I thought that was a great line too.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
anything else before we wrap this up, Charlie?
No,
I
No.
don't think
that's pretty
so.
it. That's pretty all that happened. It was all right.
It was, yeah.
All right, let's give our
Thank you, Charles.
shout out of the weeks and get out of here. I will go first. My shout out is to my old grandpa, 91 years old, who just passed. So shout out to grandpa, wherever you're at. I'm sure it's up and not down. But there you go. Go ahead, Riley.
My shout out is to the Olympics, which just wrapped up, and I enjoyed watching a lot, and I wish it happened more than every 4 years, but it was fun. Shout out to Olympics and all the athletes.
But you can watch all those athletes all the time. If you just
It's
have to,
not that
you just have to
easy.
find the gymnastics network.
I know, but you can't find them all competing against each other, and that's like part of the highlight. Seeing them all.
My highlight goes to the Playhouse Film Festival that just happened this weekend. That it was very good. I feel like there was so much like good story. That's what it bothers me. There's like so many good stories like with that people doesn't have money, and then this like this plain story that has like so much budget,
Yeah.
and they're like in all the like big screens, you know. And I guess like yeah, it's how the world works because this movie like didn't like make even yet. Like we checked the budget
Yeah.
and they lost money, which
Yeah.
I can understand.
'Cause it just looked so dull in the trailer.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm
Wait,
kind of
who
like
lost money?
torn about it. I know that this is how it works,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I want to like say like people try to also watch indie stuff, films, other like festivals because I feel like there are a lot of like good stories, and even maybe it's not like the best production, but at the same time, I got so inspired. I want to like also shout out like the girls that I know, Kelly and Jackie, that they got like a lot of. Well, also Akil. I have a lot of people that got like
Oh
so
my
many
God.
awards, and I'm so happy because are from all my class. So I'm like, yes, this is my group. So yeah. Anyway, shout out to them.
Nice, very nice.
Charlie.
I don't have a shout out.
Exactly. I'm going to give a bonus shout out to us for publishing our 100th podcast this week. If you did not know that, shout out to Affinity Streaming Network. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Riley, do you want to announce the next movie?
Sure. Next movie we'll be doing is Inside Out 2.
All right, cool. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining us. For Riley, Sarah, Charlie, I'm Contrell. We'll see you next time. Finish streaming.
Bye.
No way.